Hey there, Pisces. Welcome to your reading for October 2021. We are going to jump right in here, Pisces. I wanted to do like a little bit more of a extended reading for October. So, we are going to take a look at just like what's going to be happening for you in general in this first row. Then we're going to look at any messages from your future self in your next row. Then we're going to look at anything unexpected. I'm laughing because it's marriage, Pisces. Anything unexpected that could be coming in for you in your next row. And then on top of that, we're going to look at any messages from your guides in your last row here, Pisces. But like I said, I wanted to get like a full picture of what's going on in October. I do feel like it's, for the most part, it's going to be a pretty good month, I feel, for most people. So let's see what we get for you. Definitely could be like some new beginnings coming in for you here, Pisces, and things like that. I feel, what I would say to you, Pisces, is that this makes a lot of sense to me. I feel a lot of you are changing your, I would say like you're changing your opinion about love, or maybe like what you're willing to accept in love. I feel like this is a good thing. I wouldn't say you're demanding your worth. I don't think that's the right word to use. I mean, I think that's always a good thing to do. Don't get me wrong, Pisces. But I feel like you're kind of like understanding like how you want a relationship to go on a much deeper level. So for those of you that are looking for love, this actually looks pretty good. We start off here just in general for the month of October. You have this regeneration card. Mercury retrograde, really good time for healing, Pisces. You're going to need it, is what I would say to you. I mean, to me, on the 18th, a really good day for you, Pisces. Jupiter goes direct and also Mercury goes direct on the same day. The reason this is good is because even though Jupiter won't be in your sign until the end of the year, like December 26th, somewhere around there, and then it's going to stay there pretty much all of 2022, Jupiter entered into Pisces for a little bit of time, and then it retrograded out. So, the way that you could look at this is that like on the 18th, you could, even though Jupiter isn't in Pisces, you could see some of the benefits. Like you could still get some rewards or, kind of some good energy from the universe, whatever you want to call it. And sorry, Pisces, I just have to fix this because it's not right. But there we go. So what I would say here is I feel that's like part of the regeneration. Jupiter can have a lot to do with your healing in general. So it wouldn't really surprise me if some of you were just, taking some time to heal, taking some time to rest, relax, recover. But the other thing is again, up until like the 18th, I would be protecting your energy. I would be resting. I would be making sure you're staying healthy because I feel like there's like, you're about to get really busy, Pisces. And, that's kind of like the first date where, I feel like you're going to notice kind of more of a burst of energy for you. And then, by the way, it's only going to get more busy between now and the end of the year. And then 2022, you're kind of going to be like a little rocket ship. So, I feel that it would be a good time to heal, rest, relax, recover. You have the King of Swords, the High Priestess, and the Six of Swords here. I feel it's like this desire to make a choice here with the King of Swords for whatever reason. Normally if I were to get the King of Swords in a reading like this, I would say, oh, this is a person that you're dealing with, Pisces. Just intuitively, I feel that this is a situation that you're having to be very direct with. We even see it here. It's like I put this Five of Wands down, and I got this kind of like needing to, I feel like this is the Pisces wanting to avoid conflict type of energy right here, this Five of Wands. So I do feel like there is a situation where you're going to need to kind of like speak up in your life, or something is asking you to speak up here. For some of you, it could be in a relationship where it's like you're trying to avoid conflict, but it's like I feel like there is a conflict that needs to be had. For others, it's like, I have a weird message that's going off in my head here, Pisces. I'm just going to say it. So, what I would say here is I feel like you are too used to people, like, it's almost like people do things that they think are best for you, and so they're, other people are basically living your life for you. It's like there's a situation here where I feel like you need to stick up for yourself because I feel like you know the right answer. This could be involving money. Again, this is just pouring into my head intuitively. I feel for some of you, it's like someone could be telling you to do something with your money, or it feels a little bit manipulative to me as well, Pisces, where it's like someone could be asking you for money and they could be saying like, oh, like, let me invest your money for you. Could be like a parent or sibling or something like that. It's like, I think it would be fine if you were to do it, but I also feel like it's not what you want to do with your money. I feel like this is almost asking you this whole top row. And, I have to get this out because I feel like this whole top row is saying there's a situation that's coming up where you're going to have to be assertive. You're going to have to say no because it's like you know better. Like I feel like you know more in a situation. I just said this to another sign as well. I feel like a good test is like, let's say that you have a plan for your money to like start a business or to invest it yourself or something like that, right? Or maybe you want to invest in yourself. Maybe you want to invest in some training. And maybe someone comes along and they're like, hey, I have this other idea. It's almost like they're manipulating in the sense that they're trying to protect you. They think they're trying to protect you, but they're actually not. So that's a weird story. Like I said, take it how it resonates. But if something like that happens, I feel like a good test is if you're educated about something and they're not, then I would trust your own intuition and your own education. What I mean by that is like maybe you want to make an investment. Maybe they're trying to get you to make another investment. It's like if you know a lot about the investment you want to make and they know nothing, don't listen to them, right? Plain and simple. I feel like you are the expert is really what that King of Swords is saying. It's like you know more in a situation is what I would say here with the High Priestess. You're coming up in a very strong position. I also feel like you've earned something as well with the Six of Swords. I'm getting more of like a I would say this is more of a you've earned it type of energy that I'm getting here on the Six of Swords. Six of Swords is like going through a rite of passage. And I feel like that's what you need to realize. Like if someone's trying to pull you away from something here, whether it's an investment or something else, it's like you've earned it. It's yours. It's not theirs. And I don't know, weird one, like I said. For others, I feel like you're just going through a transition or a change. It's like I feel, High Priestess can represent needing to take the middle ground approach. It can say, don't make things out to be worse than they actually are. So some of you could be thinking that something is going to turn out worse than it actually is. So I would say like no catastrophizing with that with the High Priestess. I feel like you need to take the middle ground approach to pretty much everything. With the King of Swords here, you have the Strength card and the Four of Cups. Yeah, this is going to be a display of strength. Four of Cups is like needing, he is contemplation, needing to think about something here. I would definitely, again, it doesn't really show up in the cards. There are money cards here, that's not what I'm saying, but it doesn't really show up. Like, there is nothing in the cards that would say to me, other than this Five of Wands here, that you need to be careful with your money. I feel like you need to be careful with your money in the sense that you know better at this time what to do with it than someone else. So I would be very careful of getting talked into something. That's the other thing I'm getting here as well, Pisces. Good reading. So again, this is not a bad thing. I do feel like the universe is like saying, Pisces, did you grow some balls, right? Did you did you get to that point where you can be assertive? I do feel like this reading is asking you to balance that energy out in yourself. Again, there could be a person who's trying to talk you into something else as well, and I would be careful getting talked into something that you're going to regret later. With the High Priestess, you have the Lovers. There's definitely an element of love in this reading here. Obviously, you have this Marriage card, Pisces, but it's not immediately clear exactly what you're going to be doing as far as love is concerned. And with the Six of Swords, you have the Ten of Wands. It's like you've been through something long, hard, and difficult. So I feel like you need to realize that you have been through kind of learning. This has major rite of passage vibes. Six of Swords is a rite of passage, but it can basically say you've been learning for a long time about like how to deal with your finances, how to deal with other things in your life. And now it's time for you to kind of like be done with the lessons, right? So that's what I feel there. Here in the area of messages from your future self, this is basically you telling you what to do at the end of October, if that makes sense. You have the trust card here. I feel like it's saying you need to trust yourself. It's like, I feel like your future self is saying, you've known all along. You've known exactly what you need to do at this time, so do it. You have the Two of Cups, the Three of Cups, and the Ace of Wands. Damn, Pisces. For those of you looking for love, this looks pretty good. I feel like I've said this to you recently, that you could be attracting someone who comes from a very different background than you do, Pisces, or comes from a different place, or whatever. These two people are meant to look different, so you could be attracting someone that's different, probably different than what you usually go for, Pisces. I would say it's probably a new person as well. with the Two of Cups. So if you're looking for love, this is definitely like a celebration. I feel like someone who inspires you, someone who, maybe makes you want to get moving, right? I feel like you're feeling very inspired with the Ace of Wands, but I also do feel that this Ace of Wands is saying, like, that you need to trust your intuition, but also your inspirations as well. The words that I'm hearing in my head here, Pisces, from your future self are like, how much more proof do you need? Those are the words that I'm getting. And I feel that there are multiple ways to take that. For some of you, it's like maybe you have a business and maybe you're constantly worried that it's going to fail, but it's been successful. I feel like what I mean by this is I feel like this row is saying you need to trust the evidence. It's like there is evidence in front of you. This is what your future self is saying. I feel like there is evidence in front of you that something is going to work. It's like there's more than enough evidence that something is going to work. So I feel like this is saying don't doubt, what is going to work. If something has been working for a long time, there's probably more than enough evidence that it's going to continue to work. This is for love as well. I feel like Pisces is like notorious for getting into relationships. I'm a Pisces. So don't get all bent out of shape if you're thinking that I'm talking poorly about Pisces. Yes, I'm a Pisces. I do the same thing. So, get over it is what I'd say. But what I would also say here is that I feel like Pisces is notorious for getting into relationships and being like, when is this going to end? Like jumping to the end. Again, if there's more than enough evidence that something is working, that you're getting to, just allow it to keep working. Don't try to, put blockages in the way is what I feel like this is saying. But again, this goes for other things as well. I feel like this goes for business as well. I think, us Pisces, we're, high priestess. We can think the dark side or the light side. So I feel like this reading is saying, keep it positive, Pisces. Don't think towards the negative side of things. I do feel like there's definitely like a celebration coming in for you. For some of you, as far as love is concerned, I feel like this is like has kind of more reunion vibes, and I'm not necessarily talking about a person from the past. I'm talking about like a karmic partner, a past life partner, something along those lines. Two of Cups is like your soul like recognizing itself in another person. That's what I'm getting here. So pretty powerful stuff as far as love is concerned. With the Two of Cups here, you have the Seven of Cups. I would get clear on exactly what you desire to have in love. Seven of Cups is too much extra stuff, too much dirt, basically, around the gold. So I feel like you need to focus on what you do want in love. With the Three of Cups, you have the Ten of Swords here, so I would definitely, something needs to be cut out here. I think I said this at the beginning, maybe I didn't, but I feel for some of you, it's like something needs to be cut out here in your love life, or something needs to be cut out in general so that you can have a love life, is kind of what I am feeling. I don't even feel like you have to make that much of a sacrifice, Pisces, but I don't know. I'm the same way. Like I said, I like my alone time. I like being alone. So, it's like if I wanted to have love in my life, I would have to give up some alone time, obviously. That's what I mean by sacrifice. I feel like you're not making like this huge, big sacrifice. You're not changing your life in any way. But I do feel like the reading itself is saying, like, hey, if you want to have a person in your life, you're going to have to make some time for it, right? And that might be the sacrifice that you make. For others, I feel like you need to make a full decision about what you want. Some of you, I feel like, could be like in this in-between zone where maybe you're like talking to multiple people, and again, this is not a criticism, Pisces, but maybe you're looking for a commitment, and it's like if you're talking to multiple people, that's going to be difficult to have like the commitment that you desire. I feel like once you get clear on like what you want your love life to look like, it's like then you will have it. And again, the sacrifice you're making or the thing that you're cutting out is multiple situations. With the Ace of Wands, you have the Justice card. This right here is my just do it combination right here, because, the Ace of Wands can be something inspirational. You could be inspired to be in a relationship with a person. You could be inspired to start a business or a career. The Justice card is literally just says, again, follow the evidence. Justice is if I take a certain action, if I put energy into this relationship, do I get energy back? Is the answer yes? Then keep going. Follow the evidence is what this reading is saying to me. Really, I feel like that's your message for October is follow the evidence. I feel like it's saying if you're doing something, it's working, keep doing it and keep allowing it to work. If it's not working, stop. Plain and simple. Justice is cause and effect. It's like if you put things on one side of the scale, does it tilt in your favor? If the answer is no, stop doing it. Plain and simple, right? It's pretty simple when we start working with that justice energy. I'm starting to see that there could potentially be a divorce as well going on for some of you. Here in the area of the unexpected, you do have the marriage card. Some of you could be getting married, I guess. Some of you could be getting engaged, anything like that. But this, you could also just be meeting a person that you will marry in the future. Take it how it resonates. For some of you, I feel that this is like a separation, like needing to let go of something, because we have the Five of Pentacles and the Four of Pentacles here as well. So with the Four of Pentacles, it's like he's holding on too tightly to what he has always known. You have the Five of Pentacles, Four of Pentacles, and the King of Pentacles. The King of Pentacles is a card of convention, and it's basically the card of the way things have always been done. And so for a lot of you, the King of Pentacles could say it's like time to let go of something that you've been holding on to for a very long period of time. For some of you, this could be a belief because the Five of Pentacles says do not call attention to your weaknesses. It can say that you're too focused on things that make you weak in a relationship and you're not focused enough on everything that you bring to the table, is what I would say to you here. So I feel like you need to focus on that. If you're going to be telling me that you are the table, then I think you have more to work on. I always get these comments from people that are like, I am the table. I'm like, you know what that tells me? That tells me you have nothing to offer. So I would really look at what you have to offer and don't be the table. Nobody actually wants to be a table. It's like, that means that everything's going to be on top of you. Look at this table. It's a mess, right? So don't be the table. Just have something to offer, plain and simple, is what I would say with the Five of Pentacles. But the Five of Pentacles says, do not call attention to your weaknesses. It could be, the Five of Pentacles could say that maybe you, again, are, maybe you're worried about something, and I would let go of your fears. I would let go of your worries as far as love is concerned. The other unexpected thing I would say here is again, I do feel like there is a need for you to stand up for yourself financially. Especially if like someone is asking you for money or, if there's like some sort of dealings going on with money. With the Five of Pentacles, you have the Empress. A lot of abundance coming in for you. Again, glow up vibes. This is what you have to offer. This is what you have to bring to the table, is Empress vibes, right? You have abundance, wealth, success, intuition, all sorts of things. So I feel like this is kind of like saying you need to realize that you are in that Empress mode. Look at everything you've gone through, Pisces. Even this diagonal right here, Six of Swords. It's like you've done the work. With the Four of Pentacles, Five of Pentacles, again, I would let go of what you have always known. Four of Pentacles, feels safe, but is he really safe? No. Four of Pentacles can represent holding on to old beliefs, holding on to an old relationship that isn't even worth holding on to anymore because it doesn't provide something. Four of Pentacles, sometimes the way I see the Four of Pentacles is it can represent it's like that feeling that, it's better to have something than nothing, even though something is really nothing. So I would let go of whatever this is. With the with the King of Pentacles here, you have the King of Cups. So definitely could be a fellow water sign coming in for you here. Could be any sign. King of Cups has a good handle over his emotions. That's the whole point of the King of Cups. He's very emotionally stable. And again, it doesn't matter what gender you're attracted to here. The King of Cups could just be anyone that is coming in for you, any gender. And again, it's someone who has a very good handle over their emotions, I feel. Pretty sure I said this to you recently, like in your the last week of September reading for you, Pisces. I'm pretty sure that you had this card. So, that would make a lot of sense. But I like it. That looks good. So definitely could be love. For others, I feel like this is just saying, like, you can handle your emotions. I feel like he has total control over his emotions. He's sitting in these choppy waters. It says he's been through the emotional turmoil, but now he's very stable. So I feel like you need to realize that. Here at the end for messages from your guides, you have this Embrace the In-Between card here. We are definitely in a transition time, a transition period. I've talked about this a lot. It's actually one of my favorite cards. I love this deck. In this deck and in this deck right here, whatever this one's called, Wisdom of the Oracle, there's another card. I think it's called Embrace the In-Between, and it has a flamingo on it. So, I feel we are in this in-between time. I feel like your guides are saying, have fun with what's going on at this time, even though it's not fun. You have the Five of Wands, Three of Swords, and the Fool. Yeah, I feel like you're ready for this new beginning. Five of Wands and the Three of Swords is like needing to let go of something. Three of Swords is, this to me really has vibes of your guides wanting you to forgive something here with the Three of Swords. Three of Swords is all about forgiveness. The reason the swords are in the heart is because it's like if you don't forgive, the only person you're hurting is yourself. So I do feel like forgiving someone from the past that has hurt you or done something to you, that will kind of free up the energy here. I am getting like some sort of sacrifice, like I said, that, you might have to be making to have the life that you truly want. I feel, I do feel like just a little bit of just every day being the same here, Pisces. I do feel that intuitively that COVID, the whole COVID situation kind of pushed people into being kind of like being on a hamster wheel. It almost has pushed us to a point of boredom. I kind of feel like there are some reasons for that just in general. I feel like it's so that we can, because we're like in this transition time where I feel like we're kind of stepping into this new earth energy, right? And, we're kind of creating a new world. So I think that's part of the reason why. It's like I think eventually people get so bored that they start taking action and doing things that they've always wanted to do. And so that's where the creation comes about, right? And I kind of feel that for you here. For others, I feel like you just need to leave something that's not working. Could be work or business related. And it's like once you start something new, you're going to be successful. Same thing with love. Again, you could be in a situation that just isn't working. And like I said earlier, I feel like you just need to trust the evidence is what this reading is asking you to do. With the Five of Wands here, you have the Knight of Wands. Definitely time to go on an adventure. Five of Wands is my card. I call it Indiana Jones. To me, the Five of Wands, those people are training. They're not fighting. They're learning how to fight. But to me, it's also a card of going through some crazy adventure, like learning, having experiences, trying to figure things out. But I call it Indiana Jones because it's like going through a crazy temple and to get some treasure. So I feel like your guides want you to go on an adventure at this time. So, I think it's important for you to realize, Pisces, that people are not going to agree with the changes you're making right now. But Pisces, nobody else can see the future. You can see the future. So it's like you need to trust yourself right here, not everybody else, right? I feel like you need to listen to yourself. And that's the other, important thing here. Again, trust the evidence. The evidence for you, Pisces, will be clear, is what this reading is saying to me. To me, it's saying if something is going to work, then it's just going to work. Keep moving in that direction. If you bump up against obstacles, make a change. This doesn't mean, I think sometimes people read too much into tarot. This is very loose guidance. I always tell people, I do this for a living, right? And to me, tarot should just be a very, 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 like the cherry on top of your life. It should just be very light guidance, basically nothing, right? As far as I'm concerned. You should take what resonates, throw everything else out, right? But what I would say here, where the hell was I totally lost my train of thought, Pisces. Sorry. But anyway, what I would say here is, that's where I was going with this, is like sometimes I think people think like, my business isn't working, that means I should quit. Not necessarily. It means if you are enjoying it, if things are working, you have to take it how it resonates. Like I said, if things are working, your business is making money, maybe you're just trying to grow your business, but it's not working. This would say, try something else, try something new inside the business, try a new way to promote it, try a new way to grow your business, try a new social media, right? It's like as long as you're kind of like evolving, it's more of an evolution energy. It doesn't necessarily say cut something out. If something clearly isn't working, then you can move on to something else. With the Three of Swords here, you have the Queen of Cups, King and Queen of Cups, soulmates, right here, divine counterparts. So for those of you attracting a water sign into your life, this could be a soulmate. I almost just said a fire sign, so it could be fire for some of you, of course, not all of you, but I do feel like there could be a soulmate coming in for you. And with the, what do you know? There's your fire sign, Queen of Wands, someone very bold, assertive, someone very attracted to you. This could say you're very attractive at this time as well, Pisces, which is probably true. You have the Empress here. So you could be attracting like a lot of people into your life, and that would make a lot of sense. So I like it. I feel like plain and simple, trust the evidence is what this reading is saying. We're going to pull 3 yes or no question cards as well, Pisces, for the month of October. So feel free to pause the reading. If you don't have any questions, that's fine too. I'm just going to put them all together at the end. But we're going to do 1, 2, and 3. So feel free to pause the reading. For question number 1, I would say yes. Yeah, definitely you're going through a change and a transformation. And you have this regeneration card. That card always reminds me of the death card. So definitely making a change. For question number 2, I would say no. I feel like there's a need to like stay focused this direction. The future is what I'd say here. And for question number 3, I would say no. 8 of Swords, staying stuck in the past. Again, this to me is saying allow the transformation. Just putting all 3 together, you can't make this up. Look at it. 8 of Swords, staying stuck, needing to see that there are other ways of doing things. Queen of Swords, needing to turn your back on this right here and focus on clarity, which is going to come in through some sort of change. Pisces, trust the evidence. Plain and simple. Love it. Thank you for being here, Pisces. Really appreciate it. Make sure to watch your sun, moon, and rising for a full picture of what's going on for you at this time. But thank you, and definitely enjoy your month.